well?
I'm great. How are you?
Anna.
Angela.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
So, how's your weekend been?
It was really good.
Yeah. Did you do anything exciting?
I got to celebrate my birthday.
Happy late birthday.
Thank you.
What did you guys do?
I went to the baseball game.
Fun.
Out to dinner. And to the Funny Bone afterwards.
Perfect.
So that was really fun.
Good. Well, we're just going to do a 24-hour food recall, just like basic stuff you ate over yesterday. Should be an interesting day since it was your birthday.
Yeah.
So let's start with like your first meal.
My first meal, I didn't have anything in the morning for breakfast. I woke up pretty late. But my first meal was outside of the baseball stadium. I had a hamburger.
And then did you have it like with the bun and all the fixings?
Yeah, I had it with a bun, and also I had ketchup, mustard, and some onions on it.
And then do you know about like how much of each of the condiments?
Probably about 2 teaspoons of ketchup and mustard, maybe about 1/4 cup of onions on there.
And then do you know how big the hamburger was?
It would fit on a regular hamburger bun. It wasn't very thick. It was just
like a 6
grilled,
ounce.
probably 6 ounces. Yeah, it was just grilled on like a barbecue grill they had. So.
And then did you have anything to drink with that?
I had a bottle of water. It's just regular size.
Like the 16 ounce.
Yeah.
And then what time was the game?
I had that hamburger, it was around noon.
Okay. So then did you do anything else while you were at the game?
After that, before we went into the stadium, went over to Ballpark Village, so I had a beer there.
And do you remember what kind of beer?
It was the Bud Select. And it was a draft beer, so probably about 12 ounces.
And did you have anything to eat with that, or?
Later at the game, got some kettle corn. That was around a little bit after the game started, so probably about 2 o'clock.
And was it like the big size of kettle corn with the bag that you get to share with your friends? Or?
Yeah, it was a bag I shared, so I probably had about 3 cups of it total.
Perfect. And then were you still at the game for a while, eating other?
I didn't eat anything else at the game. No. Nothing else at the game.
So did you guys so you went out to dinner afterwards?
Yeah, before that, so the game ended around 4 o'clock. After that, we went back to my house, had snacks. We were hungry.
What did you have for snacks?
Had some chips and salsa.
Nice. What kind of chips were they?
They were just white tortilla chips, restaurant style, just that you get from the store.
And how many would you say you had?
That's a good question. probably like 20 chips.
And then how much salsa do you think you ate?
Probably about 1/2 cup or so. I had it in a big bowl. So.
And that was like about 4:30. You left the game around 4.
Yeah, that was around 5 o'clock.
Oh, 5 o'clock. And then did you have anything else to drink or?
Nope.
Like that. Okay.
I had a little bit of water, probably. Wasn't very much, probably about 8 ounces.
And then what was your next meal after that?
We went out to dinner. So for that, I had some pulled pork.
Did you do anything else with that?
And it came with a little container of coleslaw, probably about like a 1/4 cup. It wasn't very much. And it also came with some mashed potatoes.
Then how much of the pork would you say you had?
Probably about 6 ounces on the sandwich bun. It was pretty pretty tall, yeah, stacked up there. So probably about 6 ounces, I would say.
And then you eat the bun too?
I only ate a little bit of the bun. I left the top. I didn't eat that. I ate a little bit of the bottom, but
Okay. About half of the bottom of the bun?
yeah,
Okay.
probably. Got pretty full.
And then was the coleslaw, was it like the creamy kind or the more?
It was more like oil and vinegar based. It wasn't creamy.
And then with the potatoes that they made, could you tell if they put like any cream in them or cheese or spices?
There was some onions in there.
Okay.
I could tell, and definitely probably some milk. Weren't many spices though. I don't
Did you end up putting any like extra salt or pepper on?
think. No.
Okay. Then what time do you think you ate that?
That was probably around 7:30 or so.
And then how much of the potatoes would you say there were? Like based on these little servings?
Probably about 3/4 of a cup of a.
Potatoes. And then did you eat anything else with that meal?
With the meal, I had a strawberry beer. I don't remember what brand it was. It was a new kind that they had.
I'll try it.
Yeah, it was really good.
Was it like the 12 ounce again or?
Yeah, it was the
Okay.
12 ounce.
Perfect. Then did you do anything else to eat that day?
Later, I just had a lot more water. To estimate, I would probably say around 3 more bottles.
So
just
about 50 more ounces.
Yeah.
They were the typical size.
Yeah.
And then what time do you think you started all the water?
Probably around 9.
And did you do anything to eat for the rest of the night?
Nope.
Or
That
just
was
the
it.
water?
Yeah.
Perfect. So is there anything else that's come to mind since
I don't think
we
so.
started? Okay, so you didn't get up. I'm just gonna go over everything just to make sure we didn't forget anything. So you woke up a little later, didn't have anything to eat for breakfast, then went down to the stadium, had a burger on the bun with some ketchup, mustard, and onions, and some water. Then you had a beer. Then when you were in the game, you had a little bit of kettle corn, about 3 cups. Then for a little evening snack, you chipped in salsa and some water. For dinner, you had pulled pork, coleslaw, mashed potatoes, and your strawberry beer. And you just had water for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Great. So then I will look over all of this and enter it into our little computer. We can look up all the portions that you're having and balance that off of the recommended, and then we'll talk about little changes we can make.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.